Good morning, Eagle community. I know that you are not here on Monday. Our kids are not here, but I am sending a Monday message on Monday instead of on Tuesday so that you can plan for this week because it is Grandparents Week at Freiheit, and so we're doing lunches for our grandparents. Well, we're not doing it for them, but we are inviting them in to have lunch with their grandchildren all through the week. So in our Monday message at the bottom, there are upcoming dates, and on that list is when your child's grandparents are invited to lunch. We don't do it all in one day because it gets a little crowded and crazy, and so it's for crowd control, for safety. It's better to do a grade level or two a day, and so that's what we do. So my apologies if you have students in multiple grade levels that want to eat with your grandparents. If they don't want to come have lunch, they can definitely join their grandchildren at Grandparents Bingo Night. We love this tradition that we started. It is so much fun, and it's just a great night for a family to connect. We do say if the kiddos don't have grandparents near and far, they can bring aunts and uncles, best friends, even you guys that are moms and dads. Come with them, come have some fun with them. But we definitely want to celebrate our grandparents. None of us would be here without them, so we need to make sure that they know how much they're loved and that we want to have a little fun with them. There is a QR code on the Grandparent Bingo flyer that's attached to this message that is for you to pre-order Chick-fil-A dinner. And so what our PTA does is they allow you guys to order a dinner. You all pay for it online. It is delivered to Freiheit the night of Grandparents Bingo, and then you pick it up as you come in. You start having dinner before bingo, and then we get started. If you don't like Chick-fil-A, you can bring any sort of dinner that you want. 6 o'clock is sort of dinner time, or you can wait until after, and we'll be done around 7, and you can go take your grandkiddos to ice cream or dinner after that. But it is such a good night, and I hope to see everybody there. Just some nice prizes that we'll give out. No money, of course. We're not winning $500, but we are winning time together with our people that we love. So can't wait to see you guys for that. Want to alert you about Parent Square. Some of you, or most of you, or all of you should have gotten an email that we're shifting from School Messenger to Parent Square, which is what this is being sent out on. We still have Remind in our text messages. So if you're watching this through the Remind link, please make sure that you got my Parent Square email. And if not, you can call the front office and we can help you with that. It is a nice platform that we're shifting to in our school district. It has all of the features that we are using separately, right? So now it's a hub of something. And so Parent Square, a lot of school districts around here use it. And it's a user friendly for me as a principal. It also does alerts in really great ways as in regard to what's urgent, what's important, and what's just something like this that needs to go out on a scheduled basis weekly. So lots of good features from behind the scenes that made it an option for us to move to. But just be on the lookout for that. And then eventually we'll start using their texting feature. But right now we're sticking with Remind. And from there, we'll shift into Parent Square for all of our communications towards the middle and end of year. If you have questions, again, let us know. Just call the office. And then lastly, just really quickly, I want to talk to you about the month of September. We are asking our teachers, every teacher, kindergarten through 5th grade, to do one-on-one conferences with students at the beginning of the year. And then again, after every assessment or progress monitoring that they do, because students are going to start setting some learning goals for themselves. One of the pieces of feedback we got from our Title I survey is parents asking, a couple parents said they wanted to know more about what their child is doing in school in regard to academics. And I agree that is something that we can communicate more often so that you are abreast of what's going on, month to month, or not just semester to semester or beginning of year and end of year, right? And so our teachers, with that plan, it's important for our kids to know about learning. You'll give a 4th grader a paper, they got a 50 on it, and they're like, okay, well, 50 is not great. It means you know half the stuff. Let's figure out what the stuff you don't know and grow from there. So we want kids to take ownership of that learning. And so they're meeting with the kiddos, they're setting learning goals. Some of them are setting responsibility goals just beginning of year. And then as they take some assessments and as they meet with their teachers, they'll set goals all through the year. So in 3rd through 5th, when they take a unit assessment, The days after the unit assessment, teacher will review how they did, and then they'll set another learning goal. And then the teacher will talk to them about how they're going to support them to reach that goal and what the kiddo needs to do to reach that goal. Well, with all of that, after this first round of one-on-one conferences with the students, our teachers are going to be reaching out to all of you to have personal learning plan meetings with parents. PLPs, because we use acronyms in education. So you'll get an email probably from your homeroom teacher asking you for a time that works for you throughout the month of September. So I've given the teachers the whole month of September to set up a 20-minute personal learning plan meeting with all students and their parents. We want the students there because we're going to talk to you about the goal that they've set for themselves at the beginning of the year, how their end of year data was last year and what it looks like for them, any plans we have for them for filling gaps or extending, any questions you have, and also what is a goal that you have for your student for the school year. This is a time for you to talk to the teacher about ways you like to be communicated with, how often, all of those things, and how they can be reached as well. So we're trying to front load the conversation of academics and social emotional and the needs and the wants for families and kids in September. In October, we have parent conferences. I think it's the 23rd and 24th, October 23rd and 24th. What we will do is we won't conference with everybody again during that time. The teachers will make sure to reach out to every person and let them know that their kids are progressing well, that they're reaching their goals. But then for students who need some more reinforcement, need some more support, aren't reaching that goal just as quickly as we would like, they will set up a conference to have a conversation with you. Between all of that, myself, Ms. Henderson, our instructional coaches, and every teacher in the building are meeting to have student progress meetings and talk about every single kid in our building so that we know all of them by name and need. A lot goes on behind the scenes that you all don't know about in regard to your students, their learning plans, their growth, and things that we're doing in the classrooms and also during our power hour intervention time to fill gaps. Every student, even our highest performing students, have gaps in areas that need filling. How that happens in the classroom, in intervention, it just is happening throughout the day. So that's how our schedule works. It's a well-oiled machine, and we want to inform you about those things that we're doing for kiddos. So be on the lookout for those appointments for personal learning plan meetings with your teacher and the student. We want the student there, sort of student-led as the year goes on, but right now just collaborating as a team for our Eagles. Okay? That's all I have. I know I went on a little long. I appreciate you listening or even reading if you don't listen to me. But I was telling somebody the other day, there are 36 weeks in the school year, so you only have to listen to me 36 times. That's not too bad if you think about it in that mindset. But I hope that you do appreciate the Monday message and that it is something that helps you plan your week and it brings forward a lot of information for you to help you with knowing what's going on at Freiheit as well. If you have any questions, please feel free to pick up the phone and call. We are here for you. That's why we have this building, and that's why the teachers are here, is to serve you and our families. So have a great week, and see you hopefully at Grandparents Bingo, or at least the grandparents, and maybe throughout the week when people are coming to have lunch, grandparents and parents with their kiddos. So have a good one, and thanks so much.